What did you say about China? What's your message to China?
You were saying the recommendation was from your national security. I told them to shoot it down.
I don't think they would have done that under Trump. Hey, what's up, you all? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank you so much for clicking play. Hopefully you hit that like button and ask me about the Bang Bang Tea. Now, last night, I had a dream, well, let's say a nightmare, because I actually posted it on Twitter. And it says, last night's nightmare involved China spy balloons and Jewish space lasers. And I just said, weird, weird world. That was the dream I had, right? And I opened up my daggone my phone earlier today, and I was asked to do a video about Joe Biden, President Joe Biden, who he speaks to the press after a Chinese spy balloon was shot down. A Chinese spy balloon was shot down. Now, I might have created that thought in my dreams, I don't know, but I'm guessing that a Chinese spy balloon was actually shot down. We're about to check this out. I did not know what my nightmare was about. I know where the Jewish space lasers came from. That was from AOC fussing when she was at the Ilhan Omar trial or something like that.
General Kellogg, I beg your pardon. You have a lot of questions, and we're going to hear some answers from President Biden right now. Let's listen.
Outside within the 12-mile limit. They successfully took it down, and I want to compliment our aviators who did it, and we'll have more to report on this a little later. Thank you.
Mr. President, what did you say about China? What's your message to China?
You were saying the recommendation was from your national security.
I told them to shoot it down.
On Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
But the recommendation
They said to me, let's wait till the safest place to do it.
What does this mean for China relations with China?
He said they asked him, let's wait for the safest place to do it. And he said, I told them to shoot it down. He said that was some aggression. He just letting y'all know, I'm still that guy. I got the biggest, baddest job around here. I'm king ding-a-ling around here. That's what President Joe Biden wants y'all to know. President Joe Biden, he wants y'all to know that he is king ding-a-ling around here. All right? I'm still king ding-a-ling. That's what he should have said right there.
Said to me, let's wait till the safest place to do it.
What does this mean for China relations with China?
Okay, that is President Biden with very curt remarks there. He, as you heard him, General Kellogg, he said that I gave the authorization on Wednesday. I told the Pentagon to take it down, and they wanted to wait until it was over a safe enough space where no American lives would be in danger. What do you make of that?
Well, first of all, it was a few days too late. I mean, the decision should have been well before that. That's a slowness of decision making where he's got the options and make the hard call right away. When he said Tuesday, or Wednesday, I don't know why he didn't do it on Monday. And then I think I would have preferred that it be shot down over Montana, where we could have potentially picked up at least fragments of the package, even if it was separated from the balloon itself. But he made the right call, and the right call was to tell his military to do it. I now fault a little bit the military. Well, we need to wait till it doesn't, it falls somewhere into the ocean. Look, this is a national security issue. It's just not a safety issue. So you have to ask yourself the question, Arthel, when you make decision making like this, what is the reason why you're going to take the action? Is the action to make sure we don't hurt any Americans on the ground, which is a very important piece of the equation, but also you send a signal right away to the Chinese, this is unacceptable behavior, and we're going to do something now. We're not going to wait till it transmits the entire United States. And in the entire time it's been moving, it's been passing information back. So I kind of, right now, when that comment, when the President said he gave the decision and made the comment, do it on Wednesday, and the military waited till Saturday, I kind of would tell the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs and the Secretary of Defense, maybe you need to come in and we need to talk about decision-making 101 and what is really important to the American people and national security.
When did it get into our airspace? And when did we notice it? That's the thing I want to know. Did we know what it contained? Did we know that if there was a bomb inside of it? Did we know if there was some type of chemical throughout that would be emitted once they was expecting for us to blow it up? And that chemical hitting our airways would be like another thing that will probably pass through people. I just got questions, man. I'm seeing people say that they waited too long to take it down. And he said that they waited for the wrong place to take it down because they don't even have the fragments so that they can be able to study it. But exactly when did it get into our airspace? And then when did we take it down? Did they bring it to Joe Biden and he tell them within a couple of minutes that they told him to take it down? They waited to take it down until they had China, until they knew China had all the information they needed. Wow. It's like, okay, China, did y'all take enough pictures? Fine. Is it in your cloud yet? Okay. We'll destroy it. They probably destroyed it themselves.
I kind of think they missed the ball on this one. So, but again, when we went back earlier, we talked to just a minute earlier, Arthellus, they need to be thinking now the next steps, because they need to have some type of reaction, something they need to send back to China. This should be one of those comments of, well, it's no harm, no foul, the balloon's gone. This is one of you make a decision and you send some type of response back to China that this behavior is unacceptable, and here's what we're going to do. And that's the reason I said, as an example, sorting the carrier battle group, the Ronald Reagan carrier battle group.
Yeah, that's a good question. A Chinese spy balloon was in the air. What's being said to China right now from the administration? What are they saying? Are they giving them some tough talk? Are they letting them know you crossed the line? Now it's time for us to kick your butt. Like, what's going on? What's being said? I told him to take it down. Yeah, I told him. Like, he's showing his authority by saying that. But what else happened after that? After you told him to take it down, did you then call over to China and talk to their president, their dictator, and tell him, yo, what you sent over here, that was some BS? And if that ever happened again, it's going to be some problems, serious problems. I don't think they would have done that under Trump, in my opinion. It wouldn't have been no daggone Chinese spy balloons or Jewish space lasers.
Out of Japan, south, park it maybe in the middle of the Taiwan Straits for a while. Let it float around Taiwan for a while. Send a signal to China, this is something we're not going to tolerate. But a signal needs to be sent back.
And what do you expect to hear from Secretary Austin?
Well, hopefully we're going to hear from him shortly. We're going to hear from somebody. But my concern is we're not going to hear from him or the chairman of the Joint Chiefs. We'll probably end up hearing from General Ryder on this is the action that we took. I mean, there's a lot of questions I would ask to the military and the defense establishment. Why were those recommendations made to delay this shoot down when the entire time this is transiting the United States, it's gathering information and sending information back to China? In other words, they inverted what I would have done. I looked at it as a national security issue, take the balloon down now, and they looked at it as, well, let's not have any collateral damage of hurting anybody on the ground. I understand that's important, Arthel, but the most important piece was knocking this balloon out of the sky and sending this message earlier and supporting the President of the United States. I don't think this supported him very well.
And you did hear one of the reporters shout a question to President Biden as he was walking away. What are you going to say to China? He didn't answer. But what does the president say to China? They've gotten away with this particular mission of theirs.
Well, you don't say anything. You create an action. You basically do something in response to it. I mean, the words have already been said. They know what they...
Yeah, I want to see what he's going to do. I want to see what he's going to do. And I'm only closing this out because I see another story over here where it's talking about how China responded after U.S. shot down their suspected spy balloon. And I want to see how China responded. Hopefully it's reported properly. But this right here leaves me with a whole bunch of questions. What exactly did the balloon get? Can we find out exactly what type of information it gathered before it was destroyed? Don't forget to go to LFRFamily.com and ask me about the Bang Bang Tea.